I'm Jamie Sumner, and I am the author of Please Pay Attention. Please Pay Attention is the story of Bea Coughlin, and it is her experience when she's involved in a school shooting at her school. She's in 8th grade, and the story starts before the shooting, during the shooting, and after the shooting of her 8th grade year. And Bee's a pretty typical kid. She's a wheelchair user. She loves her school. She is 8th grade is as high as her school goes. So she's the top of the school, the head of the, you always wait until if you're in elementary, you're in 5th and you get to be the head, or you're in 8th grade and you're about to go to middle school, you get to be at the top. That's the place to be. So I want to read you a little part from this book, and you may have this at your school. I'm not sure, but her school has a buddy system. And so the 8th graders befriend the littles, which are the kindergartners, and they help them feel comfortable at school. So I want to read you a little bit about this. Let me show you the book first. So this is a book in verse. So it looks like this. So if you have trouble reading or you don't like to read long stuff, this is the book for you. Here we go. It's called The Littles, this section. Josie is Bee's little. Josie climbs out of her mom's silver Honda and stands for a minute in the chilly morning air with her back to the school like she can't bear to face it yet. Even from all the way across the line of cars, I can see her tiny shoulders lift with the big breaths her mom makes her take to help her be brave and steady and calm. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But either way, she's got me. We call them the Littles with a capital L. The Littles are kindergartners through 2nd graders, so it goes up a little bit, who wait for their buddies, the 6th through 8th graders, by the school drop-off loop. So we can walk them into Cedar Crest, that's the name of her school, and pass on all our hard-earned wisdom. My buddy was Janae. She made sure her walking speed matched my roll, nice and slow, when I was still learning how to use my chair. Janae had so many keychains on the zippers of her backpack that she jangled everywhere she went. There were zebras and unicorns and cupcakes and coin purses and glitter pins and fidget spinners. At the end of 2nd grade, when I would graduate the buddy system and she would leave Cedar Crest for high school, she gave me a present. It was my very own keychain that said B in shimmery purple plastic. I've had 3 backpacks since then, and the B has made it onto all of them. As Josie finally turns back to the school, I pull out a full roll of Hubba Bubba bubble tape in classic pink bubblegum flavor because you don't mess with perfection, and flip open the top. By the time Josie's made it to the breezeway with all the other kindergartners, I'm ready. Hey, Joe. Hey, Bea, she says, head tipped down, dark curls hanging like a curtain. Gotcha something. I wave the gum under her nose like smelling salts to zap her back into action. She lifts her head, gives me a quick flash smile, and makes an even quicker grab for the gum. Hey, y'all, I call across the row of little heads matching up with their bigger buddies. Josie's got gum! The crowd shifts like a school of fish around dropped breadcrumbs. She gives me a look that says, help, and traitor at the same time. But I nudge her forward, and before long, she is passing out gum like a pro, sticky fingers moving fast until everyone is happy and the sweet magnolia air is sweeter still. For 60 seconds, Josie forgets to be shy. Long enough to fist bump Theo and trade smiles with Anna Kate. Beatrix Coughlin, I told you no more gum. Miss Taylor, one of the morning greeters, sighs and hands me a grocery bag to make every single kid spit it out. Worth it. Under the breezeway along the brick path, I roll as slow as Josie needs to gather her courage for another day of school. When we reach the 2 front doors, I pass her another roll of bubble tape and give her my best "you got this" smile. Because we all deserve some sweetness from a buddy on a Monday. Now, this book involves a school shooting, but it's about activism in the way that you most know how to give it. So B learns how to fight and find her voice and speak up for what she wants to see changed in her school. But you can be an activist in smaller ways. And so this is what I want you to think about. B is an activist when it comes to Josie, because if being an activist means fighting for change and protecting people who need help protecting themselves, that's what B does. She makes Josie feel brave with something as small as gum. So here's my thought for you. I want you to think about someone in your life who needs help with something, who maybe is shy or isn't good at math, or maybe it's your little brother or sister, or anyone you know who needs something that they can't automatically get for themselves without help. And I want you to think about something you could do for them to help them feel stronger in themselves, because that really is what being an activist is. So I hope that you enjoy Please Pay Attention. I hope it makes you find the things you care about in your heart, and it helps you be brave in the ways that you can be brave. Thank you so much.